Hello everyone, how are you? Dollar currency 21 is here again. This is the USDT dominance chart, and as you can see, we formed a triple bottom, and this was our previous resistance zone, but currently we broke it to the upside, and it acted as a demand zone. And as you can see, we didn't have any pullback so far. So we had an equal high here, and we tested that and pierced it a little bit. And if you notice that we have equal highs here, and to me, the charts wanted to move upside and test this area as well before any pullback. Okay, but you have to note that there is also a possibility that we move downside from here and form some sort of pullback to this demand zone. And every single trader out there, every whale, every institutional money waiting for this pullback to cash out and flee the market. So you have to be careful about the future. So here on a lower time frame, on a daily time frame, if uh, we draw a box here, okay, you can see that clearly in a daily time frame, the tether dominance and moving inside this sideways box. Okay, so we can break from upside or downside. If you ask me which side we want to break it, to be honest, no one on this planet knows. Okay, you have to be prepared for each scenario. Okay, but if we break from either side, the target will be the same size as this box. Okay, so you just can clone this box and you will have the target for the next move. Okay, if we broke it to the upside, that will be a bearish sign for crypto. Okay, so you may have formed a higher high on the USDT dominance. Okay, and at the same time, in this scenario, if we broke it to the upside, if we form a lower high on the RSI, that will be a significant bearish divergence. Okay, and that will be really good. Okay, that will be really good for crypto, because you can say that in a daily time frame there's a possibility to form a bottom for midterm. Okay, but if we break it to the downside, that will be a whole another scenario, and Bitcoin can crash from this level to a lower levels. Okay, note that the Como cloud here act as a support, and it exactly has the same size as the box we draw it here. Okay, so on a Bitcoin, if we go to the weekly time frame, okay, and if you pay attention to this area here, okay, we spent approximately 250 days in 2024, and price was really struggling to broke it either from downside or upside. Okay, and eventually we broke it to the upside. Currently, we are at the same level, okay, at the same level of this uh, box, and it's from 54,000 to $71,000, and it's really reasonable if we wanted to hang here for a while and frustrate every single long and short traders, okay, and hunt both sides. Okay, um, and if you draw a 0.5 Fibonacci level of this box, okay, you can see that the level will stand at $63,000. The $63,000 actually, if you change the chart to the linear level, you can see we exactly tested the zero point 0.5 Fibonacci level of this box with the line level. Okay, uh, so to me, we have two liquidity zones which are really significant for us. One of them are at 49,000. The second one is at 38,000. Okay. And note that eventually we will test those liquidity level to have enough fuel to start the next bull cycle. Okay. But if you go to and check the CME gap, you can see that we have also a CME gap around here, $79,000 and $81,000, and it will eventually will be filled. Okay, and consider that drawing this resistance trend line here. And also, if you check the liquidity map, you can see that around $78,000, we have a really significant supply zone. Okay, so the confluence of all of these signs showing me that before plunging down to these levels, there is a really high possibility to move upside and fill those levels. Okay, and note that the Como cloud, the weekly Como cloud, which act as a significant resistance upside, is at the same level. You know, the bottom of the Como cloud currently is Senko Spani B, and it is at the same level of the supply zone and CME gap and everything you want to measure it. Okay, so to me, there is really a good chance of moving upside and fill those levels before going and plunge to the downside. Okay, if you go back and check the previous bear cycles, you will see that it took around 1 year, 360 days around, more or less. Okay, so from this high, if we measure that, we stand around September, October. Okay, so because we have ETF and institutional money right now, there is a possibility to reach to this level faster than anyone expected. So from July or August, you can expect to test these levels and be prepared to have enough cash to start your DCA at these levels. Okay, between 38,000 to 49,000, and with the seeing of any reversal pattern or bullish signals inside this area, you can have expectation for starting another bull cycle. Note that based on the VRVP also, we have a significant level of liquidity at the same level of our buy zone. Okay, so that's another sign you have to consider. If you want to be really conservative and you want to be cautious, okay, you have to wait for these levels to be broken and price have showing our kind of showing some sort of confirmation above these levels to step in if you wanna if you don't want to have any risk. Okay, because this is actually showing that the next bull cycle is started. Okay, if the price start and stabilized above the Como cloud. Okay, as long as the price is below the Como cloud, you have to note that on a long-term perspective, it's still in a bearish downtrend. Okay, but to me, I'm ready to buy at these levels and be prepared for the next cycle. Okay, so on a daily time frame, you can say that if you expect a short-term bullish upside, you have to look at the RSI and looking for some sort of bullish divergence. So you need to see a higher low here on the RSI and at the same time lower low on the price to be bullish. Okay, so maybe some sort of hunting liquidity here. Okay, so that will show you a bullish divergence, and you could be ready for testing those levels at $80,000 before plunging more downside. Okay, if we jump into the lower time frame, you can see that uh, clearly on 1 hour time frame we have a resistance wall here around $71,000 and a support area here around $63,000. So which way it's gonna broke up or broke down, no one knows really. You have to wait for it. Okay, but $63,000 currently is your significant support, and if we broke it downside and confirm below it with a couple of candles, okay, you can expect to test the 59,000 as your first target and 54,000 as your second target. Okay, but if we wanted to be bullish, okay, I mean, if you saw those bullish signs or confirmation, okay, and if we confirm above this resistance wall, you can move upside to these level 78,000 and $80,000 as your TP. Okay, so looking at the liquidity heat map as well, showing those levels we showing you on the charts. Okay, and I hope you be ready for both sides, and if price went down to those buys levels, you really have to be ready and have enough cash to buy Bitcoin for your next generation. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger.